Hello, what up? Again, we're gonna be reading the R sound. Every remarkable speaker begins in the same place as a beginner. Before they stood confidently on stage, recorded successful videos, or delivered inspiring presentations, they struggled with pronunciation, searched for the right words, and repeated difficult sounds hundreds of times. The difference between an average speaker and a remarkable communicator is rarely natural talent. More often, it's the result of consistent practice, thoughtful presentation, and the determination to improve every single day. If you are reading this article aloud, you are already taking an important step toward becoming a stronger English speaker. Reading aloud trains your brain, your tongue, your lips, and your ears to work together. Every paragraph you read strengthens your pronunciation. Pronunciation improves your rhythm and develops greater confidence. Every recording gives you another opportunity to recognize mistakes and refine your speech. The road to clear communication, it's not built through shortcuts, it's built through repetition. Every remarkable speaker begins in the same place as a beginner before they stood confidently on stage, recorded successful videos, or delivered inspiring presentations. They struggled with pronunciation, searched for the right words, and repeated difficult sounds hundreds of times. The difference between an average speaker and a remarkable communicator is rarely natural talent. More often, it's the result of consistent practice, thoughtful repetition, and the determination to improve every single day. If you are reading this article aloud, you are already taking an important step toward becoming a stronger English speaker. Reading aloud trains your brain, your tongue, your lips, and your ears to work together. Every paragraph you read strengthens your pronunciation, improves your rhythm, and develops greater confidence. Every recording gives you another opportunity to recognize mistakes and refine your speech. The road to clear communication, it's not built through shortcuts, it's built through repetition. Many English learners believe that they need to sound exactly like a native speaker before they can communicate effectively. That belief often creates unnecessary pressure. The truth is that successful communication does not require a perfect accent. It requires clear pronunciation. People from every region of the world speak English with different accents. An American speaker sounds different from a British speaker. An Australian speaker sounds different from a Canadian speaker. Even within the same country, regional accents can vary dramatically, yet These speakers understand one another because their pronunciation is clear and their speech is consistent. Their speech is consistent. There is an important difference between an accent and pronunciation. Your accent reflects where you come from, the language you have learned, and the communities that have influenced your speech. Pronunciation, however, is the ability to produce sounds clearly enough for other people to understand your message. A person may have a stronger accent. A person may have a strong accent and still communicate exceptionally well. Another person may try to imitate a particular accent yet remain difficult to understand because individual sounds are clear. Think about your own goals. Perhaps you want to create YouTube videos, speak confidently during interviews, participate in international meetings, become an outstanding salesperson, or simply communicate comfortably with people from around the world. Every one of these goals depends more on clarity than on perfection. Listeners appreciate a speaker who communicates ideas clearly, speaks thoughtfully, and remains confident. They rarely expect flawless pronunciation or a perfect accent. Among the most important sounds in English are the R sound and the TH sound. The TH sounds. These sounds appear repeatedly throughout everyday conversations. Words such as remember, responsibility, remarkable, research, road, river, river, and reason all require a clear R. Likewise, words such as think, three, through, this, that, they, those, and therefore depend on accurate TH pronunciation. When these sounds become stronger, your overall speech becomes clearer. Learning these sounds requires patience because they often do not exist in the same form in other languages. At first, your tongue may feel uncomfortable, your mouth may move differently than it normally does. You might need to repeat a single word 20 or 30 times before it begins to sound natural. That is completely normal. Every skilled speaker has experienced the same challenge. Progress comes through repetition rather than perfection. Reading aloud is one of the most effective exercises you can practice. When you read, you slow your speech enough to notice individual sounds. You become aware of words that feel difficult to pronounce. You recognize where your rhythm changes and where your pronunciation becomes unclear. Recording yourself adds another powerful layer because it allows you to hear your own progress objectively. Instead of guessing whether you are improving, you can compare today's recording with one you made a month ago. In many cases, the difference is remarkable. Another valuable habit is shadowing. Shadowing means listening carefully to an excellent speaker and immediately repeating what you hear rather than memorizing grammar rules. You imitate natural pronunciation, rhythm, strength, and intonation. At first, this exercise may feel demanding, but after consistent practice, it becomes one of the fastest ways to develop more natural speech. Develop more natural speech. Confidence also grows. Confidence also grows through repetition. Many learners avoid speaking because they worry about making mistakes. Ironically, avoiding conversations prevents improvement. Every conversation teaches you something valuable. Every presentation reveals another opportunity to become clearer. Every recording helps you identify another sound that deserves attention. Mistakes are not evidence of failure. They are evidence that you are practicing. Remember that communication is ultimately about helping another person understand your thoughts. When your pronunciation becomes clearer, your ideas become easier to follow. People spend less effort trying to understand individual words and more attention listening to your message. This is especially important in professional environments where first impressions matter. During interviews, sales calls, presentations, and meetings, clear pronunciation creates credibility. It allows your knowledge, personality, and confidence to become the focus rather than your pronunciation mistakes. If your goal is to become an outstanding sales communicator, do not chase perfection. Instead, pursue progress. Read regularly, record yourself honestly, review your recordings carefully, repeat difficult words until they become comfortable, practice challenging sounds such as R and TH every day, little by little. Your pronunciation will improve, your confidence will grow, and your voice will become stronger. The journey toward clear speech is not measured by days, but by repetition. Every page you read, every paragraph you practice, every thoughtful correction you make, and every recording you complete brings you one step closer to becoming the confident English speaker you aspire to be. Your progress might not always feel dramatic, but every repetition strengthens your ability to communicate with clarity, confidence, and purpose. This is where the real journey begins. In the next part, we will explore the English R sound in greater depth, why it challenges so many learners, and how mastering this single sound can dramatically improve your overall pronunciation. Peace out.